Are you struggling with unexpected Azure bills or overwhelmed by cloud sprawl? Stay tuned. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to enforce cloud governance and hack your Azure spending with cost-saving secrets used by industry pros. Whether you're an IT leader, Azure administrator, or just getting started in cloud, these strategies could save your organization thousands every month. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you architect, secure, or pay for cloud, you're in the right place. Today you'll learn what is Azure Policy, what is Microsoft Purview, and how it helps governs and protects data across cloud and on-prem, why ARM and Bicep are the backbone of repeatable governance, how Azure Arc extends control to hybrid multi-cloud, where can you use resource locks, and the pricing and cost management tools teams actually use week to week. Starting with governance, it is how you codify the rules of your cloud, where resources can live, who can create them, how they're tagged, how you secure and monitor them, and how much they're allowed to cost. In Azure, that foundation includes management groups, Azure Policy Initiatives, blueprints, and cost management. Out of these, blueprints will be deprecated by Microsoft next year. Management groups provide a governance scope above subscriptions. When you organize subscriptions into management groups, the governance conditions that you apply cascade by inheritance to all associated subscriptions. Management groups give you enterprise-grade management at scale, no matter what type of subscriptions you might have. However, all subscriptions within a single management group must trust the same Microsoft Entra tenant. For example, you can apply a policy to a management group that limits the regions available for virtual machine (VM) creation. This policy would be applied to all nested management groups, subscriptions, and resources to allow VM creation only in authorized regions. Azure Policy lets you enforce organization standards and assess compliance at scale. Think of allowed locations, mandatory tags, or requiring diagnostics. These are all essential policies. It's powered by JSON policy definitions and initiatives to group policies by an outcome. You don't have to start from scratch while configuring Azure Policy. Azure provides built-in policy definitions for common governance and cost scenarios that you can also assign at management group, subscription, or resource group scope. Next is Microsoft Purview. It unifies data governance, security, and compliance. It scans and maps your data estate, whether it is in Azure, on-prem, or in multi-cloud. It classifies sensitive data, gives you a unified catalog, and helps you manage risk across the data lifecycle. Microsoft Purview family help keep your organization's data safe with a range of data security, governance, and compliance solutions. Under data security, they provide information protection, data loss prevention, DLP, insider risk management. Under data governance, we have data governance, and under risk and compliance, they provide audit, e-discovery, data lifecycle management, compliance manager, and communication compliance. Jumping to another topic for today is ARM and Bicep. To make governance repeatable, always use infrastructure as code. It helps you in long term. ARM templates define infra and configuration in declarative JSON format, and are idempotent means it can be applied multiple times without changing the outcome beyond the initial application. Whereas Bicep is a friendlier domain-specific language, DSL, that compiles down to ARM. It is recommended to keep policy assignments and tag standards in Bicep modules at the management group scope so every subscription lands compliant by default. Remember, Azure Bicep is a domain-specific language that operates as an abstraction layer over ARM and ARM templates. Next topic is Azure Arc. It projects non-Azure servers, Kubernetes clusters, and data services into Azure Resource Manager, so you can apply policy, RBAC, and management at scale, wherever the resource lives. This is how you make hybrid estates obey the same rules as Azure, one control plane. You can also refer Microsoft recommended solution architecture of Azure Arc on screen now. Our next topic is resource locks. It prevents accidental deletion or modification. There are two types of locks available. First is cannot delete, and another one read only. Use cannot delete to allow updates but block deletes, or use read only to block updates and deletes. Locks inherit down the scope, subscription to resource group, and then resource. This really helps you from those notorious kind of teammate who always think something extreme like deletion in production environment. Next one is cost management. You can open cost management at Azure portal and go to billing section to analyze spend, group by service, location or tag, and export data. You can also create budgets with alerts so owners get notified before thresholds are crossed. You also get forecasted cost in cost analysis and can drill into invoice accurate views. Another tool called Advisor provides recommendations on savings opportunities like right-size SKUs, turn on shutdown schedules, and more. Final topic is Azure Pricing Calculator. For planning, the Azure Pricing Calculator lets you build estimates for services and scenarios. You can share links directly with finance team and lock assumptions. This also helps you close deal as many companies looks for estimation before deploying anything on the platform. The Azure TCO Calculator has been deprecated last month, that is August 2025, so use Pricing Calculator and Cost Management exports for forward planning going forward. Let's do a quick recap. Build a management group hierarchy that mirrors your organization, like production, non-production, or sandboxes. Enforce tagging at creation and remediate drift with policy. Treat governance as code with Bicep. Deploy at management group scope. Extend to hybrid with Azure Arc so your rules apply everywhere like hybrid or multi-cloud. Apply necessary guardrails like resource locks on shared components. Monitor and budget monthly consumption. Review Advisor from time to time and commit quick wins each sprint to save maximum. If this helped, like the video, it tells the algorithm to share it with more cloud teams. Subscribe for Azure deep dives and grab the governance and cost checklist linked below. Questions? Drop them in the comments. I read everyone.